Has someone ever asked you, do you know who I am? This dude in a BMW cut me off at the grocery store parking lot, and when I honked at him, he actually got out of his car and walked over to mine. I'm thinking, great, here we go. But instead of starting a fight, he taps on my window and goes, do you know who I am? I'm like, no, dude, should I? He starts going off about how he's the regional manager at some big company and how I just disrespected someone important. I'm sitting there thinking this guy's completely lost it over a parking spot. So I get out and I'm like, listen, man, I don't care if you're the CEO of Mars, you still can't drive like an idiot. That's when he really lost it. Started screaming about how he makes more money in a month than I do all year. How people like me should show respect to people like him. The whole time he's waving his car keys around like there's some kind of proof of his superiority. Here's the thing though, I recognized him. Not from some fancy company, but from my old job at the DMV. This was Tyler Morrison. And 3 years ago, he was in my office every other week trying to get his license back after multiple DUI suspensions. Had to take the written test 4 times because he kept failing it. Used to show up in his mom's minivan because that's all he was allowed to drive. But I didn't say anything yet. I just let him keep going. He's telling me about his important meetings and his executive decisions when this older lady walks by and stops. She looks at him for a second and goes, Tyler? Tyler Morrison? His face went white. Turns out this was Mrs. Henderson, his old high school teacher. She starts asking him how he's doing, if he ever got his life together after all those troubles in school. The guy tries to play it off, but she's not buying it. She goes, last I heard from your mother, you were working at that car rental place downtown. How's that going? Tyler's standing there sweating bullets while his whole tough guy act falls apart. Mrs. Henderson keeps talking about how worried his mom was about his drinking problem and how she hoped he learned to be more responsible. I'm trying not to laugh at this point. This dude just spent 10 minutes telling me he's some hotshot executive, and here's his old teacher treating him like the mess he apparently still is. After she walks away, Tyler just stands there for a minute, all deflated. Finally looks at me and goes, look, I'm having a rough day, okay? So I decide to put him out of his misery. I tell him I remember him from the DMV, how he used to come in all stressed out about getting his license back. His face goes from red to completely pale. I said, you told me back then that you were working at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, not managing some big company. He just nods, looking like he wants to disappear. Turns out he was having the worst week of his life. His girlfriend had just broken up with him. He'd been passed over for a promotion at the rental place again, and his mom was threatening to kick him out if he didn't get his act together. He'd been driving around in a BMW he rented with his employee discount, pretending to be someone he wasn't to make himself feel better. I actually felt bad for the guy. Told him I wasn't going to roast him or anything, but maybe he should focus on fixing his real problems instead of pretending to be someone else. He agreed, apologized for being a jerk, and said he was going to return the car and start being honest with himself.